What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. Of course, today is Sunday, and of course, we still do not have a new Walking Dead episode yet. We're still kind of waiting patiently for our season finale, but I wanted to do kind of a reflecting type video on season 10 and talk about who are the my top five favorite characters from this past season of The Walking Dead. Even though we have not seen the finale yet, I definitely want to give my thoughts on who are the 5 characters that I just have enjoyed watching the most in The Walking Dead season 10. So let's give our thoughts.
We've silenced the whispers.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. Of course, this one I want to discuss who are my top 5 favorite characters for The Walking Dead Season 10. Now, this list is, actually, usually when I make top 5 lists, top 10 lists, that type of deal, it's usually pretty hard for me to do because I usually am always torn between what's better, what's not, but it was actually pretty clear for me in Season 10, because, honestly, I just knew right off the bat who were at least my top 3. I had to pick out at least 2 others, to make this list, but I pretty much knew who were my favorite characters this season. Now, I do want to put it a kind of a bit of a warning for this one, because I'm sure people may be surprised about this one, because this is a character that has had a lot of time in The Walking Dead Season 10, and I don't think that she's actually even close to deserving a spot on this list, and I'm talking about Carol. So, I just want to kind of mention that at the beginning of this video. Carol is not in my list. She wouldn't even be in a number 10, or in a top 10 list as well. She wouldn't be. She's just a character that I don't feel like deserves the place on the list. Even though she did a lot this season, she did a lot more things that I hated than a lot more things that I liked. There were moments of Carol in Season 10 that I did like, when she tried to kill Alpha at the border. I thought it was pretty cool how she kind of she's like, screw this, I'm just going to try to kill her right here, perfect opportunity, but there were a lot of other moments where I was just really annoyed with Carol this season, and, I don't think she really deserves to be on this list. Even though I do know that she is a very beloved character, I have to say I don't think she is really deserving of being on the list. So, for any Carol fans out there, I do apologize to you, but she's not going to be on this list. So, and I want to like her, I really do, but for right now, I can't put her on the list because I feel like she's done too much this season that's just upsetted me, or really just made me hate the character a little bit, but not to a point where I can never like her again. Just a little bit this season, I'm not liking what they're doing with her, that much. So, yeah, now, let's get started with number 5. So, coming into number 5 is going to be, I'm sure this one may surprise you guys, Aaron. So, Aaron is an awesome character this season. I mean, you want to talk a character that reminds you of Rick, I mean, there you go. That's pretty much Aaron. He is not a nice guy this season at all. He does not care about Negan. I don't care how much he changed and all this stuff. He's really focusing on trying to keep the group safe from the Whispers. He's got the spike ball hand this season, which is really cool. He's, talking with Mary, which, Aaron's a pretty good judge of character, so he knew that Mary was a good person, and I actually like that, going back now and seeing some of the scenes between him and Mary talking at that little bridge. I actually kind of like it now, because I think it's kind of cool that he knew that she was a good person, and she was, in the end, right? So, yeah, I really do like Aaron's character this season. I think he's had a lot of good time this season. I'm excited to see what they do with him in Season 11. I think they really have, he has a lot of potential to even may at some point, if Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride maybe want to leave The Walking Dead in a couple years, and if there's some small chance they want to continue Walking Dead, he could really be one of those lead characters that you could use. Him, Maggie, Negan, like Judith, there's still a lot of characters you could really use to lead The Walking Dead, even after Daryl and Carol, if you want to continue the show without them. And I think Aaron would be a good choice, and I love Aaron this season. I think he's really awesome, and, I even would have put him higher on the list, but there were episodes he wasn't in and stuff like that, but he overall was a very good character, and I really liked him. So, yeah, that's Aaron in Season 10. Now, number 4, this one, I'm going to go with the villain of the season. Number 4 is going to be Alpha. So, the reason why I put Alpha as number 4 on the list is mainly because of just Samantha Morton, how great of a job she did at playing an insane, crazy, psychopath, sociopath, whatever, villain. Honestly, Alpha is a crazy person, and I absolutely loved her character this season. I loved Alpha in Season 9, but I also even loved her probably even more in Season 10. Alpha in Season 10, just everything they did with her. We Are the End of the World wasn't my favorite episode, but one thing that did save it was Alpha herself. She was an awesome character in this season. You know, her trying to play mind games with Carol, her siding with Negan, and all this. Just an amazing character, you know? And just the way she talks, just the way she kind of acts. It's everything you could ask for a female villain, honestly. For people that were disappointed about Dawn being a villain or something like that, you know, in Season 5, and it's like, no, I want to see a really good female villain. Well, we got it. You know, we definitely got it. So, and anybody that hates on Alpha, I'll never understand it. You know, and there's not many, but I have seen a few people that say, oh, I don't like Alpha. And I'm sure it's because maybe she killed somebody you like maybe some people liked Enid or Tara or Henry or, you know, characters like that maybe, you know, you wish that she didn't kill. But, you know, I still love her character. I think she's a really awesome character. I actually miss seeing Samantha Morton already in the show. I think she really added a lot to the series. And I really enjoy her character all the way through Season 10. So definitely have to give her credit where credit is due. Samantha Morton, amazing job. I wish you were still here. So, yeah, number 3 is going to be, this one is going to be definitely a character that I'm sure you guys also may be a little surprised on, but I had to put her in the list. Number 3 is going to be Michonne. So, Michonne in Season 10, man, I love her character. You know, I know she was only in like 5 episodes, but she really did a good job of kind of, every episode she was in, was just top-notch amazing, you know? Any scenes she was in, I loved it. I loved how tough she was. I loved the line as well, where Aaron's like, I'm sick of being nice. And he's like, or Michonne's like, well, good, because nice never got me anywhere, but smart did, right? So, and that's the thing. I mean, you look at Michonne's character throughout the series. She is probably, and I'm going to say this right now, Michonne is the best female character the show will ever have. You look at any other female that we have in the TV show recently, okay? Any other female that we have in the series right now has done something that's annoyed me at some point. Carol, right? Maggie, you know, a bunch of other characters, you know, Carol, Maggie, both of them, they've done some things the odd times that I don't like. Rosita, she's had her kind of fit in Season 7. Tara, there's been some moments where I didn't like her, you know, and I could go on and on about it. But basically, Michonne is the only female that I actually think is pretty much all the way through the Walking Dead series. She's always been amazing, she's always impressed me, and she's always been an awesome character. You know, like, I've never had any gripes with her character. Have you guys ever seen have you ever seen a review of a Walking Dead episode that I do on this channel where I talk about how bad her character is, or I didn't like what Michonne did here, this and that? Pretty much never, you know, because she's just that awesome. But, you know, Michonne, I have to put her at number 3 because it's her last season. She went to go find Rick. She's going on a mission, that type of deal. And everything she did in Season 10, I just loved her. Like, honestly, that's really the only reason why I'm putting her at number 3 is because I just love her. Like, I think she's awesome. And even more than Alpha, even more than Samantha Morton, I already miss her in the Walking Dead series. I really do. I think she just added a lot to the series, and she did a lot to really make the series just even better than it already is. So, and the fact that The Walking Dead can survive without Rick and Michonne is still just incredibly, like, crazy to me. Because, honestly, I would have never thought that Denai Guerrero would leave, and Andrew Lincoln would leave, and the show would still be going, and it would still be this good. So, you know, but we have to give credit where credit is due to the person that really, in my opinion, made Walking Dead what it was. Her, Rick, and a few others. You know, Michonne, Season 10, her last season, I gotta put her at number 3. So yeah, moving on to number 2. This one may surprise a couple people, but number 2 is going to be Daryl. So yeah, that's right. He's not at my number 1 spot this season. Daryl is not my number 1 favorite character this season. I tricked you guys in the thumbnail too. I made it seem like Daryl was going to be my favorite this season. Maybe even Carol was going to be in the list. I tried to trick you guys as best as I could, but no, Daryl is still not going to be number 2 though. He is still my second favorite character of Season 10. I mean, look at it. He attacks Alpha just out of nowhere, you know? And I love how they did it where it's like he doesn't, you know, I love how they did it where, like, Daryl, you know, he attacks Alpha, but normally in Walking Dead, and that's what I love about the second half of Season 10, normally in The Walking Dead, you would usually see, kind of a restricted fight, you know, where Daryl maybe tries to fight Alpha or something like that, but it's restricted because she can't die yet, you know? No, when Daryl attacks Alpha in Season 10, there's a real good fight between the two, you know? It feels realistic. It doesn't feel restricted because Alpha can't die yet. You know, we're not at that moment yet. No, they have that fight be as natural as it would be. Daryl looking for Connie, looking for Magnet, and what does he do? He goes to try to fight Alpha, and I love it how Daryl doesn't just win 100% either. They both get messed up pretty good, you know? And I love how realistic it is. Plus, Daryl leads the group this season. You can't tell me that Daryl does not lead pretty much everybody in the group this season. He really does. He, you know, after Michonne leaves, after Rick leaves, I find that Daryl just kind of, you know, he really looks at the group as his own, if that makes any sense. Maybe some people disagree with me on that, but I almost feel like the moment where you see Daryl at Hilltop, too. They're all out there with the shields. You got Daryl grabs the Morning Star. He's limping. He's not able to really fight that well, you know. He's limping. He's not in the best shape after fighting Alpha, but guess what he does? He still goes out there with his people. He still goes out there right in the front of them, and he fights with them. That's what Rick would have been proud to see Daryl do, is for Daryl to be so injured as he was, but still go out there and fight anyway, because that's something Rick would have done. You know, you can imagine Rick grabbing a weapon, going out there in the Hilltop. He's limping, he's injured, you know. How many times have we seen Rick, you know, injured, but going out there and he's still fighting anyway? That's what they did with Daryl in Season 10, and I just absolutely loved it. And plus, the stuff with Daryl and Negan in Episode 14 is just a plus for me. I just love the stuff between the two of them. So yeah, really cool stuff. So yeah, Daryl, awesome character this season, and love the stuff between him and Connie. I hope we see him and Connie again. You know, I think we're going to have to do a video pretty soon talking about when we think Connie is going to return, and if it's going to be in this finale. So, yeah, now, you guys ready for my number one spot? Because I know you guys are probably going to be a little surprised about this one, but my number one spot, and yeah, it's not Michonne, it's not Carol, it's not Daryl, it's not anybody like that, it's not even Aaron, it's not anybody, it's not Alpha, it's not even Beta either. It is Negan. So Negan, yes, I know. Here come the hate. Hate comments. Let's see. So, but anyway, either way, because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Negan, but you know, for me personally, and for any Negan fans out there, I mean, this season is gold. Honestly, for Negan fans, you know, we get to see him save Aaron, which I thought was really great, a great add-in to the TV series version. Almost like when Negan saved Rick in the comic book series version from the zombie herd. A lot of people were really disappointed that we didn't get to see the zombie storm Alexandria like in the comics in the season 10 finale. But the one aspect we did get is Negan saving the TV series version of like comic Rick almost, if you guys kind of know what I mean. You know, by Negan saving Aaron, that really reminded me of when Negan saved Rick from Alpha's Horde in issue 163 from the comics, I believe. So there's that, but that's not all. He helps Lydia when she's getting attacked, which I love. They really focus on how much he's redeemed. He kills Brandon just because he's a brat and he's too much of a Negan fanboy, pretty much. And then he also in this season goes to the Alpha Whisper camp and basically overall, you know, hooks up with her, all this type of stuff, just for her to let her guard down so he can kill Alpha. Just incredible, just incredible. And then Negan even has the opportunity to become the Alpha after killing Alpha herself, and he doesn't take it. He helps Daryl and he kills the Whisperers. That is loyalty right there. And I love Negan this season. I think Negan in season 10 is maybe one of the best Negans we've ever seen. I always wanted to see Negan be a good guy. I've always wanted it. I love Savior Negan. I love, you know, Savior Negan where he's, you know, all these rules and stuff like that. I love season 7 and 8 Negan. But you have to also admit that season 10 Negan, this new Negan, is awesome. Like, he's really awesome, you know? He has the chances, so many chances this season, to be able to get that power back, you know, of being the leader again, of another group, and he doesn't take it. He thinks about the people that he's been with for the last 8 years. Even though they've locked him up in a cell, he thinks about them first, and he thinks about, those are the people that he actually cares about. That is some amazing stuff right there. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan did an amazing job this season. And I doubt that he's ever going to watch this video, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan, if there's a slight chance you ever saw this video, dude, please stay in Walking Dead as long as you can, because honestly, dude, you are like the best, one of the best actors on this show, you know? I'm not going to say you're the best actor or anything. I don't want to say anybody else, or this person's better than you, or this, you know, you're better than this person, or this and that, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan is just, he killed it this season, and I don't know how much we're going to get of him in this season finale. I don't know if we're going to get much of Negan in the finale, but I'm excited either way to see what they do with his character going forward, and I still am so happy he made it to season 11, and even though I don't feel like he's 100% safe on the show as he was maybe in season 7 and 8. He's still an awesome character, and I still love his character, and I'm always going to love Negan's character. Even 10 years after the character's probably been killed off, I'm still going to go back and say, Negan's an awesome character. I wish he stayed alive in the show, you know, that type of deal. So, because I see Negan's death coming at some point, but maybe I'm wrong, and hey, if I'm wrong, that's great. So, you know, let's hope I'm wrong. Let's all cross our fingers I'm wrong and Negan actually survives. But anyway, write your comments in the comment section below, guys. Well, who are your top 5 favorite characters of The Walking Dead Season 10? I want to hear that in the comment section below. My favorites, you know, Aaron, Alpha, Michonne, Daryl, and yes, number 1, Negan. I have to give him credit where credit is due. Negan did some amazing things this season, and even though there's some amazing characters this season, you know, not even just these 5. You know, Yumiko, man, she's really awesome this season. I really actually am starting to like Yumiko. Connie was awesome. I'm actually starting to like Luke a little bit too. Eugene, Ezekiel, you know, Princess. I'm actually liking Princess too. I really like her character right now. She just got introduced and I love her character. And, you know, honestly, yeah, just so many other characters I love. And honestly, Beta, Ryan Hurst, Beta, he's another one that did an amazing job this season. So, we had some great characters this season. You know, as much as some people say the roster isn't as big as it was a couple seasons ago, it's still, the characters we do have, let's focus on that. The characters we do have are really, really good. You know, at least pretty much all of them. You know, they're really awesome. So, and I'd be bummed out if pretty much any of them died, you know, at this point. Well, okay, except for Kelly. Let's make that point clear. But aside from that, aside from that, I'd be pretty bummed out if any of these characters died. So, anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys. And of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so to send my Walking Dead videos. I'd love to see your guys' list in the comment section below. Who are your top 5 favorite characters this season? The characters that you've enjoyed seeing the most. Do I have somebody that agrees with me? Can I please get somebody that agrees with me and can say that Negan is the best character in Season 10? Because I personally think it's like a no-brainer, to be honest. But anyway, you know, I'm sure some people are like, oh, she still did blah, blah, blah to Glenn. It's like, guys, like, how many years ago was that? Honestly, like, come on. Let's enjoy the Negan we have now, because honestly, I certainly am. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below, guys. And of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead views. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And of course, happy Sunday to everybody, and peace out.